Here with Jenny Peters with the Omaha Baseball Village. It is the 75th anniversary for the College World Series here in Omaha, but it's also a significant anniversary for Omaha Baseball Village. 15 years. Can you talk about how the idea came to be? We were just talking before about, Rosenblatt and the transition to downtown. What did that look like when you were setting all of this up?
It's unbelievable to think we're at 15 years, first of all. But to go back and look at the vision, of the owner group and thinking about what would take place when the stadium downtown was being built, and how to kind of not necessarily recreate what had been done at Rosenblatt for so many years, but take on its new style. And the vision was to just be the new 13th Street and try to encapsulate what happened along 13th Street all in our property, and kind of be a place for everyone, 2 to 92. But it's crazy how it's grown. Very, very grateful.
Family is very important for Omaha Baseball Village in general, but when you're going through and selecting and going through all the applications for vendors and things like that, what goes into that process and just the long-standing relationships that you've created over the years?
Well, we're really looking for long-term partnership. If someone is successful here, it's really nice to have them keep their same footprint, and fans know to go there and see what they've brought this year. We love the variety that we're able to offer with, vendors, whether it's food, collegiate merchandise, boutiques, you name it, we have it here. And we like to spread them out because I think people come and they're so, just enraptured with, I think it's almost overwhelming how many different things are offered and all the colors and brands and fun zones and things to do. So I think when you are here with a family, whether you're traveling from out of town or you're an Omaha family, there really is something that's going to pique everybody's interest, and that's our goal.
Yeah. What's new for this year?
We have a lot of new things. So we actually have a little State Farm bobblehead, make your own bobblehead kind of activation coming in with them. We have some influencers coming that are very, very popular to the younger baseball players out there in the world. So we've brought in several new products that are kind of very high-end, like golf shirts, like Horn Legend is coming. We have the game. We'll have the first ever OBV hats that are going to be used for giveaways. We have Runza this year, so that's a traditionally Nebraska food, entity, and so we wanted to give them a spot. And then with what we're doing with giveaways, that has changed a lot. We have more prizes than ever. So come and see all the new vendors for sure.
Something else that's very unique to the Omaha Baseball Village is the opportunity to have Golden Glove down here. We've touched on that before, but I don't know that fans understand the significance or why it's here or when they can come down and interact. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, it's a privilege, really an honor to have it here. We have a lot of memorabilia on site, but to have the Golden Gloves award here, like the trophy, you're able to have your picture taken by it. I mean, it truly is like the Heisman of baseball, and I think a lot of people don't have that in their household vocabulary the way we do for football. So their partnership, USA Baseball and Chinook Seedery, and then there's also a very slight correlation to some of the Wilson brands. Fans are going to really love to see kind of what they've got going on, the collabs that are happening here, and then the fact that the athletes are traveling to Omaha, waiting to see who is actually selected as the winner. And there could be appearances. So yeah, it's exciting.
Put it on your calendar.
Yes, definitely.
Community is also obviously pretty important and of significance. Can you discuss how Flags for Charity came to be and then who is involved this year?
Sure. So we are so proud to, after year one, 2011, we were able to buy the Rosenblatt flagpoles as a group and keep them together and kind of carry on the tradition of baseball in Omaha for years to come. And that's definitely one of the best sites to visit when people come. They need to go check out the Rosenblatt flagpoles, and it's right where you all are located. The sponsorship that we have this year, where we are making a big deal about the last man standing. So when those elimination games happen, you definitely want to be part of who gets picked to lower that flag to half mast. It's great fun. But Flying Flags for Charity was born of that purchase and mounting those flagpoles on our site. We wanted to recognize 8 local nonprofits, and so we've worked with over 85 over the years, and just to share the ministry that they're doing, their mission. It's been everyone from food pantries to Children's Hospital, who we have this year. Try to go in order. We're working with First Responders Foundation. They are going to bring a very, very big presence on opening day, which is the 12th. Everything from the search and sniff dogs to the SWAT truck and everything in between. We also have Stella Olson Foundation with us on Friday. Saturday, I believe, is Macy's Way, or they might be Sunday. We have Children's Nebraska Foundation, which is the hospital. Memories for Kids. I feel like I'm going to draw a blank with Ronald McDonald House is with us. And, we're working with the Omaha Star. They are building, where they're located on North 24th Street, will be a new kind of a museum, kind of giving a tribute to that first, Black publication. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so that rounds us out. We're very excited to have them all with us. It's going to be great fun.
Another aspect of everything that Omaha Baseball Village does is Hero Day. It's a really incredible aspect of the tradition of Omaha Baseball Village. From your website, bringing in several heroes from the Omaha community who are all fighting through courageous battles with their health. Can you discuss how this was put together and why this is so important?
This is by far our favorite day, and it's just an amazing, organically grown event that has touched the hearts of so many people. So we began working with children with, originally it was children with terminal illness, and we would receive kind of nominations from the public, and then we would do a selection process through Shields. And that was pre-COVID, so we had a long list of nominations, and it was an amazing corporate partnership that we have. Shields has always been a strong supporter. What we do is basically a one-day roll out the red carpet type treatment, and we get to know the family by text and phone conversation first, and it's the whole family. It's not just the child. We're a wish family. My family and I are, so I can say it's kind of like a one-day Make-A-Wish because they are magical. We really bring them down to OBV based on their health and what limitations they might have, and we cater to their kind of whatever their wildest dreams would be down here. They don't have to be a baseball fan. A lot of the kids recommended are, so it's a perfect spot. But we take them through. We have an entourage. We've had police escorts before. They've been on the big screen at the game before. Almost all of them get a new glove or a new bat or new sunglasses, and they've been from 4 years old to 18, and even last year our first adult hero was a dad that was on his second time battling cancer, and he brought his 3 adult daughters, and it's so emotional, and the vendors and the fans are unbelievable in their generosity. It's heartwarming to know that goodness is that strong still everywhere. So definitely our favorite day, and we have a wonderful young man and his family coming this year, and then we have a female first responder that's going to be honored as well, and she did something very heroic, and I don't think she even knows yet that she's been selected. So it's very exciting.
What does that look like when you contact them and let them know, like, hey, you are, our nominee for the Hero Day? I would imagine it's pretty emotional.
It is emotional, and sometimes it's someone that I have known before or worked with in some way, shape, or form, because Omaha is pretty connected. It's humbling for the family because I know they're kind of overwhelmed with what's happening. And I think it really helps that I've been in a similar situation before personally, because I can speak to it from experience. You know that you don't really want the attention, but you know that your child will thrive and feel a sense of hope and a new kind of energy through something like this. And, sadly, we've worked with several children who have passed on, and these are in the last months of their life. And the messages that I get from the families after it's over are very profound. And, it's something to the effect of what the Matt and Omaha Baseball Village has been able to do for their child that they weren't even able to do, which was make them a true hero. And it's just, I can't even tell you how great that feels to us and our staff. So it's a great day.
Yeah, it's pretty special. If you haven't been around for it, make sure that you check out Omaha Baseball Village website so that you can see the date that's going to happen. But it's a pretty magical day. Last year in 2024, we did a whole story on Hurrdat Sports, about JR and just like what he meant to the community in Omaha, but also to the Tar Heels team. So that was pretty special and magical to be able to be a part of that and help tell that story as well. On that, recently your family was featured in ESPN's SEC Storied in Spirit, which focuses on the championship run for that 2010-2011 Gamecocks team. Two young boys battling cancer. One of those was your son, Charlie. And they were kind of at the center of it all, and that was pretty magical. Can you kind of touch on that season, the journey for Charlie, and then the importance of the sport of baseball as a whole to your family?
This has been an incredible experience for us, for sure. Back in 2003, we met the South Carolina Gamecocks when our son Charlie was in the hospital at Children's, and it was like a match was lit, and this friendship was born, and it lasted over the years. He was at Bat Boy that year for one day. He was very sick. And then we stayed in touch, not really thinking every time they came back we'd go see them. But in 2010, they came to us and said, we would like Charlie in our dugout. We need him. He's going to help us win. And then they swept the series and closed out Rosenblatt and swept the 2011 series here downtown. And it's hard to put into words how your family just falls into something that beautiful. And it's been an amazing part of our whole life. We are a baseball family. Our five boys have all played baseball. My husband loves baseball. We all love baseball. These athletes are amazing people. They're genuine. They're good humans. They are caring. They're gentle and kind, and they gave us hope back then. They gave Charlie a reason to beat cancer. That wasn't the only reason, but it was a very powerful, fun reason. And he, in turn, taught them to never give up. And so I will say that the story is great. Despite who's in it, we are just honored to be a family that gets to say thank you on behalf of many families who don't, countless families don't get to say thank you. But it's a very wonderfully done story by SEC and Orange Lion Productions and ESPN who put that on. But I will say that we're forever changed by it. I don't know any other way that my husband would say the same thing. We are forever changed by how they were able to put this story into perspective with our son Charlie and with Baylor from South Carolina and what the Gamecocks did for them. Champions aren't, I think it's something at the end of the movie, champions are not just the ones that get the ring at the end of the series. It's the people who truly, truly change lives, and that team did it. As did the Tar Heels. I want to tag on to yours. JR was one of our heroes. He is in my office and pictures everywhere. He was part of our staff, very beloved, and what North Carolina has done for JR and his family has been priceless as well, and I can only hope that the SEC decides to do something on the Tar Heels and JR.
Yeah, I think these types of stories are, like, it's not just about what happens on the field. It's not just about winning championships. It's the greater community of it all. I think that what Omaha Baseball does is something very, very special, and just kind of knowing and being able to see your family's story shows you like the magicalness that is, I think, just college baseball as a sport, and obviously Men's College World Series has been in Omaha for 75 years, but it's those other outlying stories about community and the closeness of it all that has become like the bigger and better story, in my opinion. Yes, it's great to win, but there are lifelong friendships that are created because the College World Series has been here for so long, and it's something that's magical. On that, it is the 75th anniversary of the College World Series in Omaha. What is your favorite memory?
I think my favorite memory of all of the years has been watching when everything comes together each year, and maybe it's not opening day, maybe it's Friday, like opening game day. I think it's every year there's a moment where you look around, and I might be down in the beer garden and glancing over at the staff, or looking at a seasoned vendor that's been here forever, or meeting a group of fans that's on their fourth year. It was going to be a bucket list, but now they're on their fourth year of coming. You feel this just kind of instant where there's just happiness, and it's come together, and it takes away some of the stress and the nerves and the safety concerns and all of that. That's every year I have that favorite memory of mine. If I had to say my true favorite memory of College World Series, obviously it's going to be being on the field celebrating with the Gamecocks, when they won those two. But I want to pull it back and even go back to Rosenblatt and say when we were younger parents and we took our boys down, getting to go to our very first College World Series game together as a family, because we are not from Omaha, we're from Illinois, and it's an iconic sporting event to go to. And when we took our young kids to our first College World Series game, that probably would be the one that I would remember the most as a parent.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate your time. If you haven't been down to the Baseball Village, make sure that it's right across the street from the ballpark. Can't miss it. There's so much that's going on, and you truly can't get to all of it in one day. I don't think. Like section it off. Come every day, but also enjoy the College World Series. It truly is magical. Personally, for me, in the sports calendar year, it's my favorite because it is that community, and it's for the love of baseball, but it's also like those cherished memories and those new friendships that you're going to meet. You're going to meet, somebody new in the tailgate. You're going to meet somebody new down at Omaha Baseball Village. So enjoy it. It's only 2 weeks, but it rounds out the summer perfectly.
It does, for sure. And I for people that they're either not wanting to come down for a game, they think it's too crowded, they're never going to find parking. Those are all myths. It's what the NCAA and what College World Series Inc. put on is nothing but world class. It is an amazing event from start to finish, and you don't have to go to a game. You should. People should do it. It's great. If you just want to come for opening day down here, congrats to College World Series on 75 years of baseball in Omaha. They've got concerts going on in Jean Leahy Mall. They'll have fireworks. We've got our opening day happening. That's the day to come. If you don't have tickets, come down on Thursday, and then you'll get that first taste of it, and then you'll come back for more. So
you'll be down here all week, I promise you.